Welcome to beautiful Northside, a Wilmington, North Carolina neighborhood. I chose to assess the North Side because of its rich history, and I hope to influence the city of Wilmington to help protect and preserve this historically black community that's the home of the famous architect Robert Robinson Taylor, athletes like Althea Gibson and George Meadowlark Lemon, activists like Major General Joseph McNeil and Reggie Shuford. The North Side was once known as Black Beverly Hills. An area was a major shipping hub during World War II. The neighborhood had grocery stores, a movie theater, hotels, and restaurants. When the shipping industry left, many workers also left the neighborhood, leaving behind abandoned homes and closed businesses. The neighborhood fell into decline, but community members are making efforts to restore their neighborhood through community activism and neighborhood programs. The North Side is packed with assets as neighborhood engagement grows. In fact, neighbors work together to keep the DC Virgo School open when low enrollment and test scores put the school on the chopping block with the new Hanover County administrators. The revamped school includes a DC Virgo parent room where parents can attend workshops, access the internet, and share resources with other parents. High school students attend New Hanover County High School, which is located approximately 3 miles away. Northside residents have a patient-centered medical home, a one-stop clinic with medical, dental, behavioral health, and a pharmacy inside one building which offers a sliding fee scale. Social assets like the North 4th Street Partnership work to preserve the neighborhood, and the Blue Ribbon Commission works to restore neighborhood efficacy through monthly neighborhood and teen council meetings where they identify community needs and find solutions together. The council recently restored Portia Hines Park with an updated playground equipment, better lighting, and a community gardening space to help residents reduce the negative impact of living in a food desert. The Neighborhood Council also worked together to advocate for the Hemingway Community Center, which holds fitness classes, health and educational programs, and provides a meeting space for community members. There are also programs for young people. Dreams of Wilmington provides arts education for children free of charge through after-school and summer institutes with professional artists. Religion is also an important asset for the Northside residents, where many attend the AME Mount Zion Church. The neighborhood church has been home to Sunday services, weddings, and funerals for nearly 100 years. Not every asset is meeting community needs. Wave Transportation is Wilmington's bus system and does not run after 9 p.m. or during holidays, which creates transportation barriers for Northside residents. Neighbors must leave the neighborhood to access banks, grocery stores, and poor transportation impacts people's basic needs. 18-year-old Tyrese grew up on Wilmington's North Side. He's currently working 2 jobs after completing his GED at Cape Fear Community College. When he's not at work, Tyrese enjoys dancing and has performed with Dreams of Wilmington since 2013. He lives with his mother and his brother in their North Side home, and he credits his success to an externship program with Fox's Boxes last year. The program focuses on removing barriers for young men and young women to obtain skills that make them employable. For Therese, his lack of a high school diploma, no prior work history, and criminal record made it difficult for him to find employment. I asked Therese what he'd like to see change for his neighborhood, and he said, "I wish there were more activities for people my age and a better bus system." Wilmington's walkability and transportation scores are 34 and 20, which makes living in Wilmington without personal transportation difficult. This puts a lot of stress on Tyrese and his family as he struggles to find transportation to and from both jobs. Also, as a part-time employee, Tyrese doesn't have health insurance, so he uses MedNorth Health Center. The appointments are booked out weeks in advance and are difficult to manage while he's working 2 jobs. Tyrese lives in Creekwood Apartments, a complex most recently known for the murder of 19-year-old Zalo Johnson and a bloody week of gang-related violence in November where 20 people in the neighborhood were shot. I asked Tyrese if he'd rather live in another neighborhood, and he said no, because everybody looks out for each other here. Truly, Northside residents care for each other and their community through their creations of programs like the North 4th Street Partnership, Blue Ribbon Commission, and Dreams of Wilmington. Northside residents witness gang violence often, and it impacts their daily life as there is often a heavy police presence in the neighborhood. The unemployment rate for Northside residents is 3 times that of Wilmington, and the average income is just over $12,000. In contrast, the average annual income for a Wilmington resident is $38,800. Safe and affordable housing is another concern, as development ripples outward from downtown. Residential homes in the neighborhood are bulldozed. Older residents have difficulty repairing and maintaining their homes, and so sometimes those houses aren't safe to occupy. Pressure from developers on the city of Wilmington results in fines for substandard housing, which further stresses residents. Some businesses are returning to Northside, but not banks or grocery stores, which serve as vital neighborhood anchors. Rachel is co-owner of Fox's Boxes, a Northside restaurant focused on building community relationships while strengthening the Northside's economy. Rachel explains, I want to show Wilmington that a for-profit business can still do social good. Rachel moved to Wilmington from Indiana to pursue a graduate degree in public administration. She began volunteering with Build a Better Wilmington and noticed a lack of opportunities in the neighborhood. Fox's Boxes is a farm-to-table restaurant that focuses on neighborhood engagement. One program is a 240-hour paid externship for people ages 17 to 24 in the neighborhood to help them learn the skills needed to make community connections in the food service industry to attain employment. The program also supports neighborhood growth through community engagement. The Fox's Boxes serves inexpensive meals between $6 to $12. Rachel shared that dining out with her 3 children when they were younger was expensive. The family wanted to make sure that neighbors had access to fresh local food at an affordable price. Rachel said, a family of 4 can eat here for under $40, and that's important. Fox's Boxes also provides free classes and a space to showcase community talents. Every Tuesday night, the restaurant holds swing dancing, where residents can learn to swing dance for free from local instructors. On Wednesday, the restaurant holds What's Your Story?, where neighbors come in and share their perspective of historical events, a talent, or a hobby. Rachel explains, it's important to me that we succeed. The North Side is my family. Rent gap is when the housing is being rented or mortgaged at a rate that is lower than it's worth to developers. Another cause of inaccessibility of safe and affordable housing is deteriorating homes. As the average age of Northside residents rises, they often live on a reduced budget. As a result, they're unable to repair or maintain their homes. A third cause is a change in lifestyle, but not from Northside residents. As homeowners in northern states retire, they sell their homes and they downsize to retire south. These new owners want small luxury homes and apartments near downtown, so developers build them. It increases the price of land and homes on the north side, which is nearest to downtown. But these small homes and apartments don't fit generational living, which is typical for north side residents. In the past, residents have been able to receive housing assistance, but all voucher programs are not accepting applicants at this time. Residential zoning protections for the historically black neighborhood were removed in 2018, which allowed developers to start building commercial buildings in areas previously zoned as residential. Without change, many Northside residents will be able to unafford to live in the neighborhood that they grew up in. One option may be that zoning protections that were in place for Northside be reinstated, which would stop commercial development in a residential area. Another option may be designating the neighborhood as historic, which may allow homeowners to receive repair and restoration grant money from state and local preservation foundations. A third option may be intergenerational co-housing, where local college students can rent from senior homeowners with a reduced rental rate in exchange for agreed upon help with chores and errands. The program's been successful in France and also in Germany. If those options aren't successful, the neighborhood may transfer to mixed income housing, where residents pay on a sliding fee scale according to income. This often allows for developers to close the rent gap while occupants receive updated housing in good condition. As Wilmington grows and changes, it will be interesting to see how the North Side can strike a balance between old and new to create a community that suits the needs of all of its residents. Thanks.